welcome to Big Red Journeys. I am your host, Big Red, and on today's journey, we're here at the San Diego County Fair at the Del Mar Fairgrounds for 2023, a yearly tradition that I have here in the city. Wonderful, the food, the entertainment, the livestock here, get to see all the cute little animals, the rides, of course, and overall, we're just gonna have a good old time. I'll give you a few tips on the way if you plan to visit this year, but it's always a wonderful time. So if you care to follow along with me on this journey, let's go. So this year's theme is get out there, incorporating and encouraging going out, having fun, wildlife, and there's a meese. It said we don't have meese in San Diego. That's the funny part about it. We do have owls, but it's interesting that this is what they decided to do for the theming. I'm glad they're doing something new because traditionally they always do things like superheroes and something beachy, but this is an outreach of some sort and I like it. So it's brand new. Of course there's information booths around, but one thing I always recommend is get one of these little leaflet pamphlet things. They always talk about what's going on with the fair concert wise. Usually they give you the daily schedule and where things are going to be located. For example, here's a map. Pretty much it runs the whole concourse of the Del Mar Fairground. It even goes into the middle of the racetrack area where usually that's the kids zone, family fun area. Most of the vendors are going to be over here in the O'Brien Hall, Bing Crosby Hall, Exhibit Hall, and a few other places. That's where you're going to have all those like Chop-O-Matics and as seen on TV type of items. Food is going to be scattered throughout the whole place. Over in this area is going to be your livestock pavilions. And then over here is going to be some of the art exhibits, the contest, the fun things that people can enter. You know, they make their own jams, they make their own, they got flower pieces and art pieces going to be kind of in this area going on. To the left is going to be one of the exhibit halls. This one's always is the themed exhibit hall. This is where they're going to have things that are based upon what the theme is for that year. Usually what we find with the livestock area is that if you want to see the goats, the sheep, the cows, whatever it is, a lot of the animals or the showings and the contests only happen for the first few hours of the day, and then it's kind of closed off towards the rest, like the later half of the day. So if you want to make sure to guarantee yourself seeing like some of the judging going on, do this part first. The exhibit hall and where the vendors are, that's there all the time throughout the whole day, so you can show up later. Over here we have a couple dairy cows from Hollandia Dairy. Oh, how cute. This one looks like is named Arizona. And there's one over here on the trailer called Holly, and you can get up close to her and give her a nice little pet. She's a good girl, huh? She just loves the scritches. Love it behind the ear right there. She's chewing on her cud. Good girl, good girl. Yeah. And one of the best values at the fair every year, find the Hollandia part, and they always have it because they're one of the big sponsors here at the fair. Best deal in town, $2 for some ice cold milk. Usually they have chocolate milk, and then they got Dutch iced coffee new this year. And it's $2. You can't get anything better at the fair for that. First one's gonna be the Chevy paddock area. This is gonna be the livestock. West Animal Pens and show ring. I almost thought that said showering for a second. I was like, oh, that's new. This is one of my favorite things to do here at the fair is catch out the competitions. Looks like we got a go competition going on right now. So as you can see, a lot of these people here are going to be from FFA, or they're actually local here in the area, or maybe a little bit further north, but they're all within, you know, pretty close to San Diego. And looks like they're just going around here doing these are dairy goats. Okay. So they're doing, I mean, it looks just like Westminster Kennel, doesn't it? I feel like I'm watching the Eukanuba Cup or something like that. And of course, everybody's trying to get those ribbons right there. So I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure that one won right there. I heard a lot of stuff I did not understand, but I think that's the winner. There are a whole bunch of goats all on this area. A lot of them are going to be judged later. Some are, you know, for competition. Unfortunately, some will eventually be auctioned off for various purposes. I'll let you use your imagination on what purposes those may be. Oh, but look at the little babies. Can I get you? Good?
He likes this.
He does, huh? Looking at my camera there, huh? Oh. And look at the little baby right there. Oh. These ones all belong to the El Capitan FFA. Over there we got Mountain Empire FFA. Oh, these little ladies are just enjoying themselves here in the hay. Yeah, you're not gonna get me on that dang thing. Those guys just took a launch. That's probably one of the more popular, well, more famous rides is the slingshot ride here. It is additional, I believe it's $40 per person. And then you can pay for the video if you want on it. The next of the animal paddocks, the Livestock East, this is going to be the horse show experience. Look at all the ribbons on these guys, jeez. We definitely got some champions around here.
In front of you is our North American Spotted Giraffe. This is Sienna. My name is Kelly. I am Sienna's trainer. Sienna came to me 2 years ago from the Midwest. She worked on a farm. Here's what you see. She's wearing her work harness today. Yesterday she was ridden. The North American Spotted Giraffe is an amazing breed. It was actually around since the early 1700s, but only as of 1995 has it made its way into a registry in America.
Well, that was Sienna. She was such a lovely horse, very beautiful. Well trained too. She knew how to work the crowd very well. But those are the kind of things I love about the fair. You know, being someone who grows up in the city, you don't get to see like a lot of livestock and animals of that nature. So it's just pretty cool to, you know, this is kind of a great immersion that you get to get up close, learn about some animals and livestock and see some horses in action. Pretty cool. This is the one thing you probably never ever want to miss, ever, is a Swifty Swine racing. Yes, these ham hocks run in their NASCAR style loop. And of course, Swifty herself, the swimming pig, is going to do a lap for us later. They have a few show times each day, and they got grandstands, but I'm telling you, if you're not here at least 15 minutes before the showtime, you're not going to get a spot. It's guaranteed. But it's the cutest thing in the world. They race for Oreos. Yes, they race for Oreos.
Go, Swifty, go! Go, Swifty, go! Come on, pig! Go, Swifty, go, Swifty! Go, Swifty, go! Go, Swifty, go! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, good little piggy diving about for you. Turn on that Oreo cookie. Give it up for Swifty. You are swim and pin. Huh?
Over here at the big structure of the Del Mar Arena, usually every weekend they'll be having something different over here. There's some sort of like BMXing thing going on over there. I see some dirt ramps, as you can see over there. I see a guy with a BMX bike right behind him. Don't know for sure, but they usually change going on. Sometimes I've seen motocross here. I've seen a monster truck that you can actually ride on. Sometimes they just have the beer festivals and other festivals here. Horse racing as well. They got the barrel racing. It really just depends on when you catch it. Check the schedule. Find something that you may enjoy most and come when it's there. In recent years, probably about the last, let's just say 6 or 7 years, a couple years before COVID, they started doing a speakeasy thing. It was kind of like a, you know, you had to ask employees of the fair and get a password and figure out where the location was. And there was a speakeasy bar. It was cool, a little pop-up bar, and you only could get there if you knew who to ask. It was really nice. Well, they went a little bit larger, and they have the speakeasy. But this year they have a second speakeasy that's called, what was it called again? The Secret Stash. So luckily enough, it was not that hard to find it. It was just this tent over here. We ended up getting a wristband. You can come in at a later time. And then we also got the password for the other speakeasy, because you do need a password for that one, but that's the other one we're gonna go to. So we're gonna check this one out. Oh, it's not much of a speakeasy when it's so open like this, but I'll take it. But here it is, folks. A rather open view area, very nice. Looks like we got one full bar over there. Some lovely seating around here. Looks like I got some tables, some chairs. Got a second bar over here on this side. So as you can see, it's just a matter of watching over the Del Mar Arena. It's okay. So let's take a look at the craft cocktails for here. Peach Fuzz, the Dandy, the Caterpillar. We got martinis. Ooh, a Bacon Stash Old Fashioned. That might be the one I end up getting. that little presentation and showmanship about it, pretty good. And well blended, well mixed. Nice little smokiness on there. I enjoyed. I'm not the biggest fan of Manhattans. I'm more of a old-fashioned type of guy, but it's still very good. 4.5 out of 5. Very delicious. To be very honest with you, this corner of the fairgrounds is not the most fun unless there's something that's here at the Del Mar Arena that you're really interested in. Outside of that, there's just a few food vendors and a few article vendors and like non-profits, which are great, but it's, you know, if you only have a limited amount of time, you don't have to go over here. But now that they got the speakeasy, that makes up a little bit of a difference there. One of the fun facts I always like to tell people is that this is actually one of the world's largest, not the world's largest because that's at the Long Beach Aquarium, but this is one of the largest wildlands of all time. Yes, the very famous marine life, ocean life, nautical artist Wyland, who I've actually personally met a few times. Great guy. This is one of the largest ones that he has here. It's a beautiful mural. You can see it from the freeway. You got a gray whale breaching out. I'm so happy they brought this back. So they moved locations, but the camel, the Oasis Camel Dairy, they have a nice little beautiful presentation here. And you can see here, they got some camels in the back. Those are the dromedary style. You can always tell by the single hump in the shape of a D. And even, they got a little store right there with some camel items. Great lotions, great chocolates.
But Samson and I do all kinds of stuff. We like hanging out together, right? Are you going to do this thing right here or my hat? Okay. So that's what he loves doing. We do a bunch of different things, but from everything that he's learned, this is what he retains. So whenever we're doing like TV stuff or anything, he'll do that. Let me show you his prehensile lips. Look at the upper lips of the camel. You see that? They're prehensile. They have muscles in them. Like they're two little fingers, and they're able actually to grab branches that are way, way up in trees. So instead of just regular like lips, he has specialized one that really help him.
And this exhibit hall is mainly about kind of like the agricultural side of business. You got people that, like, you have the Oasis Camel Dairy. They actually make a living with their camel farm. You got there's actually a couple petting zoos over here. There's a company over here that has an alpaca and llama farm. And not only do they bring a few of their livestock, but they also have a lot of items here for sale made from the actual fur from those guys, the wool. Look at those guys. Oh, they just got freshly sheen not too long ago. And we got little hippity hoppities over here. Look at that. Oh, one of them is called Chocolate Chip. Where's Chocolate Chip? He's the all dark one. Oh, that one right there, the one that's eating, that's Cinnamon Roll. Fun for the Little One by Albertson Vons. You can have the little ones pretend like they're shopping. They get a shopping list, and then they have to go through the grocery store and pick up their items that are on the list. And look at this, we got a goat with her kid, and you can tell by still got a little bit of the umbilical cord underneath that this baby was not born not too long ago. Look at that. She's so cute. Here's an opportunity for you to get really up close with the animals. They got a pay-for-it petting zoo. I believe it's $5 per one person or two for $8. You can see everybody's enjoying themselves, feeding the goats, the donkeys, even a chicken right over there. Got a little calf. So yeah, they give you a little ice cream cone scoop size of feed, and then you give it to the animals. Well, unfortunately, I just had to make up a new tip here because my first tip was to go to one of the booths that has the fair's refillable cup, where you pay for like, $10, $15 somewhere around there, and usually the refills are about $3. Well, they took that away this year. They don't have them anymore. So we went to the next best thing, which is hot dog on a stick. You buy their large one for $10, refills are $5 each. It's not the same because for the most part you went to the participating booths and it was like $3 for Pepsi, iced tea, around that nature. I'm not a big soda guy, but I'm a big lemonade and iced tea guy. Arnold Palmer's are my favorite. So again, went with the second best thing. Well, I think it's time for at least one snack real quick. One of my favorites always is the hand-rolled pretzels here. And one thing I love about the fairs is, at least for the most part, when it comes to vendors and the like, they always tend to stay in the same areas year after year. So if there's that one food that you have to have before every year, you know where to go to. Here is the fresh pretzels. So we always get the garlic parmesan one, delicious. So hopefully it tastes the same as it always does. There you go. You can just see the garlicness on it. Looking good. Always a must-have. Always. Just the right amount of garlic and the oil and the cheese. Oh, 5 out of 5, no question about it. So now since we're already in the area, we're going to take a quick walk across the actual racetrack. Yes, this is the actual real racetrack, which is pretty cool. You see, I mean, this is the real stuff right here. There's the bleachers, the grandstand, and speaking of the grandstand, that right over there, that's where the actual concerts are going to be held, at least the main stage concerts. In previous years, you used to be able to have certain sections that were free for general admission, standing room, or certain ones up top. Now that's no longer the case. Now you have to get an admission ticket that includes the concert if you want to go see the concerts. That's unfortunate. But we're going to hop over here real quick into the kids zone area. This is where it's going to have some of the smaller rides, some food, some kids activities. You know, this whole area is geared specifically for children and families. And there are some food vendors as well here too. Pretty much in all the halls and all the vendor areas, there's going to be some sort of like mattress area, as well as what people love the most are the massage chairs. So I will admit, I do the massage chairs too. But a little tip I have here, first of all, you have to be an adult. I believe you have to be 21 years of age to be a part of it, to do a free demo. And it's always nice to do it towards the end of the day. You've been walking all day, your feet hurt, your back hurts. Get the massage here, get it done. You just have to go through the little spiel that they give you of trying to sell this chair to you, of course. Because I mean, these guys they have a job, they're trying to make a living. But even regardless, it's still a fun time. Those massage chairs they're pricey. They're like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, but they make a good massage. Well, this is something that's new. We were wondering what these teepee looking like structures were, and then all of a sudden we're seeing things about s'mores and desserts and everything, and then we're like, oh, there's fire pits going on here. It might actually kind of be cool if you do it at nighttime. You get the backside of the concert, but at least you still get to hear it. And then here it is. Here's your menu. Got campfire cones, s'mores kits, serves 4 people for $22.95. Add-ons. Wow, and bamboo lantern lounge. I'm going to assume that's what that is right there. That's $55 an hour. Oh, this is pretty cool. They got one of those orbs or the zorbs or whatever they're called. Get inside and spin around in bumper car style with other people in the pool. That's pretty cool. A lot of people always make the custom hand molds right there in the wax, holding little objects. I've even seen people hold hands together like that one right there with the rose and the flowers. But look, we also got the Flying Royals, a trapeze show, which is actually about to start here in a minute. So I think we'll go catch a couple minutes of it real quick. Something new for this year is the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show. I've seen it before when they've done like at the fair circuits and other places, but never in San Diego. This must be their first time ever here. Back in the back area over here, they got a nice little area of like you can learn how to create your own potting soil. They got composting. They even got things about flowers and how to get your green thumb on. So cool. But this is, look at this. They even got a thing of disc golf. God, it's been so long since I played disc golf. More goats, pygmy goats on top of their little hill. Look at these little guys. Oh, look at those little guys, look at them. Look how cute they are. Well, over here they got the extreme dog jumping show. This is the one where they got like the dog agility. They even got a giant pool here that you can see the dogs jump out of. Some of the agility track right there with the interweaving cones, and then the long jump right here. This is the best spot to be in because you get to see them jump off the platform into the water. And like I said, this is about 15 minutes before showtime. And like I said, with all these shows, there's not a lot of seating room. So if you want to get a spot, you got to come here relatively early. And this area, very similar to the Midway side, which is on the other side of the fair, which we'll be going over there later as well too. But you got a Ferris wheel over here. You got fun houses that you can climb through. Of course, lots of the Midway games, little token rides. little mini roller coasters. But the rides here, these are going to be the smaller ones. These are going to be the ones that are geared more for the little guys. The bigger guy rides are going to be on the other side, the main midway. You're going to have to pay for credits, for tickets for the rides. All of them are usually like about 2 to 4, depending on the price, but that gives you an idea. 1 credit is $1.25, 4 credits, $5, and so forth. So obviously, the more you buy, the more you save. They also have special deals where it's like on certain days, you pay one low price and boom, you get like all day worth of rides and fun. And something that's actually newer, I don't know if this is brand new for this year or if this was the case beforehand. Normally, you have to buy your tickets at one of the blue booths over there, but now they got self-service kiosk with a little vending machine right over here where you can purchase your credits that you need. Save you maybe a potential of a little bit of time. The famous sky lift, the ski chair ride that goes from one side of the fair to the other. This is the entrance over here, as you can see. It is 6 credits one way or 10 credits for a round trip. This is one of the entrances over there here in the kiddie zone. It's a very popular ride, as you can see. It gives you a nice aerial view of the whole fair. I like to do it more so at night because then you get the lights of the whole fair. It's a little bit more pretty.
Here we go. Service. Oh, nice. And here we go. The volley back. Oh, it's a drop shot. You got it. Here we go. Whoa. All right, here we go. Baseball. Oh my gosh, baseball. Strike. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. All right. We're gonna move right along to golf. This one's extremely dangerous, especially for the people behind me. Here we go, golf. Service. Oh, hole in one. Ta-da! Hey!
So it's pretty cool, these exhibits. Like I said, this exhibit hall usually has, the exhibit is themed to whatever that year's theme of the fair is going to be. Get out there, so it's encouraging going out to the camps, going out to nature, park campgrounds, etc. We got one here talking about Ocotillo Wells out in the desert near Anza Borrego. We got this. So far, I'm thinking this one's the GOAT of all the exhibits here. I'm just rattling off some terrible jokes to you guys. I'm sorry if I'm just ramming them down. Because ultimately, I'm just kidding. Over here at the ranger station, you can pick up a nice little nifty button, which I just did earlier. This is the official button for this year. Now, one thing I've been noticing is that I'm seeing some of these specimens, these mounted specimens, just like this golden eagle, or red-tailed hawk, excuse me, that's a red-tailed hawk. They are all mounted and they belong to the Lone Library, which is part of the Natural History Museum. And I used to work there for several years, so little close. Oh, the scorpion's out. Look at that. There he is. Oh, that's pretty cool. That nice Airstream trailer over here. Those have always been pretty cool. In recent years, they've become very popular. Oh, I don't know if this is by intent or by accident, but there's a natural spider web going on over there. And of course, the big surf culture here in San Diego, well represented. A stagecoach, the Overland Stage. Historic parks. Oh, this is pretty cool. Here's an historic park, but this one's representative about Old Town Historic Park. So this looks like the Casa Estudio. Yep, exactly. The nice square in the middle of Old Town.
Look at all these happy campers. You want to greet them? Can you sing hello? Hello! Good job. Can you do a chicken? Good job. Oh, good job. Look, he's got one. He's got one on the line. Yeah. Reel him in, bad boy. Reel him in. There you go. Oh, let's give him a big hand. That was good. Let's actually pull that up. Isn't that neat? It's like how we would do it with our hands. Oh wait, let me put some treats in there or she'll bite me. There we go. Can you get it? You got it. And then Patrick Swayze says, "Are you ready?" And then he says, "I'm ready." And she runs to him.
Well, that was a wonderful bird show that we had there by our friend Nancy, who is also the owner of the Oasis Camel Dairy, her and her husband Gil. Great people. Definitely check them out. I'm going to drop a link to their website. It's a great tour, great fun to be had. You also get an opportunity to ride a camel. Not many people can say they've done that before. And great, you know, I love the fact that they've been adding more entertainment this year, which is nice. More shows, more mini shows, the larger production shows. But the one thing I've noticed is that the scheduling seems to be very close to each other. So like, you almost, if you want to see them, you're not going to get to see all of them. You're going to have to kind of pick and choose which ones you think you and your family are going to want to check out more so than the others. And they're also kind of spaced apart a little bit. So yeah, that's my tip there, is kind of like take a look at the schedule for the day or days that you're going. Jot out which ones of the shows you like the best, and then make sure that you make that a priority so that you know which ones you're going to based upon the timing, so you can maximize the shows that you do want to see. Well, let's take us a little bit of time here now to go check out some of the halls. This is where all the vendors are going to be. Also, specifically the O'Brien Hall. This is the one that, you know, the patio, I call it the patio and barbecue one because it's pretty much all, you know, patios, barbecues, and spas. But they also got some flower stuff, so this is going to be like if you're really into garden and greenery and nurseries and stuff like that. But they also have a nice little flower show over here, which is kind of cool. So we'll check that out real quick. So a lot of these garden scenes, they're actually award-winning in regards to, like, they'll have like famous landscapers or local area, and then they kind of say, hey, you got this plot over here, you know, make it what you would decorate it as, because they're also advertising for their own business too. So got some people who've submitted some plants for particular awards, like this one for example. Look at how nice and serene. They actually put a little mini tent over there in the background. They were able to, you know, get some fake fire going on there, illuminating the campsite. A beaver over there enjoying a lemonade in a sunny day, and this guy's having a terrible day fishing apparently. But what's cool about it, this is an actual old house that used to be closer to the beach. They moved it over here, and this house is what? Built in 1885. So 123, 15, 38 years old. Look at that, and it's still up here. And it's a little museum. You can go inside. They got the rooms, everything set up with the old furniture. It's pretty cool. And they got some mementos of some of the famous stars that used to visit Del Mar back when, you know, in the 30s and 40s with Bing Crosby and Lucy and Ricky Ricardo, Desi Arnaz. And like I said, nothing but spas, patio, barbecues, and mattresses. You also got all the flower competitions. Like, these are some very beautiful flowers. And I mean, look at the, I don't even know what these are, but look at all the little petals on them and how they're shaped. Jeez. Always lots of food processing units, free water samples, jewelry, more spas in here now.
It will pick up more than hair. If it is dry and it fits through the frame, it's going to stick to the roller. The brush. And
a little pro tip here: if you go to the fair, you need a snack, don't want to pay necessarily the full prices, go to All About Dips. First of all, delicious dips, by the way. They come in these little spice packets. You mix them with like sour cream, etc. But they give you pretzels all you want. You try all the dips. They usually have like 12, 20 different flavors, spicy to sweet, savory, barbecue. It's a good little snack. That's my little tip right there. I always just come by and grab like, you know, 10, 12 pretzels and just have a bunch of different dips. And of course, there's also plenty of beer tents around throughout the park. Plenty of places to get your beverage on. And you can see life is starting to pick back up here. Now we got the shift of things, nightlife. A legend of the fair circuit, Chicken Charlie's. He also has a restaurant here in San Diego. I haven't been there, but you know, this is the guy who really originates all of that unhealthy fried stuff you get. You know, he started off with like things like pickles and bacon wrapped things, but he's also got avocados, fried s'mores on a stick. He was also the originator of the Oreo and the fried Snickers on a stick and the fried Twinkies on a stick, and of course his very famous triple decker cheeseburger. And for me, when it comes to fair food, there's only one fair food that I need to make a fair visit complete, and that's the Tasty Chips right there behind me. I already grabbed them. It's delicious. You know, sliced potatoes. That's all it is. Sliced potatoes fried up. Deliciousness. It's to think of it like a potato chip, but a little meatier. And if you've been a fan of the channel, you've seen these guys before. Gourmet Popcorn, San Diego's best of all. And look at all that beautiful caramel corn that's coming my way. They got the Del Mar mix with cheddar. That's actually not a bad flavoring. But Oliver is my man over here. He takes care of me. Give me a fresh bag of caramel corn. Also, if you don't get a chance to catch out the main stage show, they usually have a lot of cover bands and some local bands that come here. This one is Dr. Crew. They're a Motley Crue cover band. Looks like they just ended, unfortunately, but. And if I do say so myself, I think one of the best tips I can give you right now that's new for this year is we got Leonard Skinner playing Sweet Home Alabama there in the background. If you weren't able to get yourself a ticket for the concert and maybe you figure, you know, it'd be cheaper, get your family a s'mores kit, get yourself one of the fire pits right here, and just look, I get a free concert right there. Eating s'mores and a free concert. Can't beat that. So we ended up doing it. We got it. We ended up reserving ourselves one of the bamboo lounges here. And look, as you can see, we got seating for about 2 here, 3 to 4 right there, another 2 there, 2 to 4 on the bench over here. And you got one of those nice little propane, little gas lamp style heaters right here. Very nice and warm. So the kit, we ended up getting the 4 serving kit. It was $22 plus tax. You get 4 marshmallows, 2 whole chocolate bars of Hershey's, 4 graham crackers, and 4 of these sticks right there. So it's a nice little unique experience here. Like I said, you get the kit, the marshmallow kit, but it's really about the ambiance about being here. I mean, it looks so much better at night. Now they got the color lights on the teepees. They got lights around here. Of course, the band, Leonard Skinner, were just playing back there in the background. Looks like they were getting ready for an encore potentially. And it's fun. I'm enjoying this. I haven't done marshmallows. I haven't, done s'mores in, forever, to be honest with you. I can't help but think of the scene from The Sandlot. Would you like some more?
S'more what? No, you want a s'more. I haven't had anything yet. So how can I have some more of nothing? Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
It's good to go into the exhibition areas. This is going to be where you can have like the fine art. They also have like the high school art as well too. It's great. A lot of judging. Upstairs you can see they got the photography exhibit. They have things. These are artists that are, some of them are actually world renowned. A lot of them are local, maybe near California, near San Diego. A deer made out of cigarette butts and trashes and everything. Wow. Oh, look at this cute little guy. He's definitely ready for the winter. Could be something out of Jules Verne if we had to guess, but it's a Nautilus. Look at this. It's even got a little submariner right there in the background. Look at this. He's got his steering wheel shifter. I actually like this a lot. Made from various pipes and hoses and various things. I don't even know what some. Oh, look, it's a. Oh, we shouldn't be touching that. But it's a old school water faucet, like drinking faucet. Another favorite of right next door is a student showcase. So this is going to be the one where they got all the art pieces from like all the local schools, high schools, elementary schools, and some of these students are just very inspiring. I know they draw 10 times better than I could ever draw. I did win a blue ribbon one time in a 2nd grade art show. I drew the Hotel Del. I want to put it in right now. Look at this little lemur. Oh, it's King Julian with his little bush baby or sugar glider guy friend from the film. I don't know what the little guy's name, but that's definitely King Julian. And one thing that's actually pretty cool is that they actually have yearbooks from all the different schools, middle school and high school in San Diego, which is pretty cool. So you can go pick up, look, here's Chulveston Middle. What's this one? Classo Academy, Crawford High. And you get to see some of the imagination that they use. There's El Camino High, Escondido. It's crazy. My school was never in here. Actually, taking my school doesn't even exist anymore, but. So now that we're done checking out some of the showcase, another one to go into is the Mission Tower. Because here's the design in wood, but what I actually like more is beyond this part is where you get into like the fossils and the old rocks and the geos and gems. But the woodworking is very cool too. Very beautiful work. A Addams Family pinball machine made entirely out of wood. Look, it's playable. Got the paddles, the ramps for the different games, bonuses. Looks like the main one right there in the middle. Get to go inside the house. That is so cool. some very, very fancy surfboards. Wouldn't want to be using these on the water. Oh, well, look at that. This is a cornhole set that I need. Got Padres on there, Aztecs on the other. I like it. But my favorite of all the wood pieces that I always see is the custom-made guitars. Like, look at this. They call it fretted calamari. And you can see why. And this one is pretty cool because they have lots of vendors here that actually sell actual fossils. You know, you can have specimens inside some sort of resin, ammonites. My favorite of all, coprolites. Love it. And a lot of these pieces come from personal collections that people have acquired throughout the years. Some are actually even available for sale. Look at that giant megalodon tooth right there in the back. A piece of blue forest petrified wood. Speaking of petrified wood, there's some great examples. Love the coloration in these things. Perfect examples of fossil trilobites. And look, that is an Oreodont. Okay. And a nice little turtle shell going on there too. Look at that. A fossil. This is a crocodile skull fossilized. But then you can see, look at these large teeth. That one's from a Spinosaur. Look at that. And the last thing I always want to show here, the fluorescent mineral display. We're going to have some wonderful examples of minerals that get a reaction when put under UV light. Look at that. Here's some orbs that were made with the same type of minerals, but look, I mean, seriously, look at the colors on these things. So vibrant. It's crazy. And what probably actually people really associate fairs with more is the midway. You got the carnival rides, the games, the lights, the energy. I mean, you got these crazy, stupid people trying to get in on this ride. Not gonna happen for me. You got the classic, the mazes, the fun houses, all the games that are rigged to take your money. I just like walking through this. I don't even do any of these rides. I'm not a fan. I do not trust carnival rides like this. At least the traveling carnival rides. I will not do that. Time for the second of the speakeasies. This one's always been in the same place. It's down here in the fine arts area, first floor. Safari check-in right here. It's not that hard to find. There we are. Destination unknown. It's a beautiful spot. AC conditioned. And look, a great overview. And here is the menu this year. We got double cocktails, King of the Jungle Margarita, strawberry pineapple, prickly pear lychee, mango. Here's some cocktails. We got Rubber Monster, Pick Your Poison, Jungle Gin and Juice, Moon Valley Mai Tai, Pineapple Express, Cuckoo for coconuts, Gone Bananas, and Tiki Old Fashioned. And then I ended up getting the Gone Bananas, Blade and Bow Bourbon with spiced rum, banana liqueur, bitter simple syrup, and a circus peanut. So we made it to the Speakeasy, Destination Unknown. I'm going to show you around here a little bit. But one of the best things I love about being up here, literally, look, we're at the top of the grandstand for the fair. And you got the kids zone area over there. And not only that, if you catch it at the right time, if there's room, you got the grandstand right over there for the concert. And you can end up sitting right here and get yourself a nice little free content. If there's a space available, they also got some groups of 4 and 6 bungalow areas right here. Some of them are going to have actually fire pits that you can enjoy. Hey, look at this. They even have cargo netting up here with monkeys hanging off. Ooh. Got another wildcat over here. Oh, look at this. Even a nice little cool looking volcano. If you are trying to go to both speakeasies, but you really only maybe have time for like one of them, this is the one you gotta try for. The mustache one, it was fun and all, but unless you're really a big fan of more of the whiskey craft cocktails, This one is worth the wait. This one's worth the hunt. It's just more theming, funner to be around in. This is the one, if you had to choose, this is the one to go for. Let's look at the view. I love it. So beautiful right now. Well, that is going to do it for tonight's journey here at the 2023 Del Mar Fairgrounds. I hope you had a great time watching the video. I know I did, making it for you. We're going to end the night here, listening to Leonard Skinner there in the background, roasting some marshmallows, making some s'mores, and having a good old time here. So if you did like this video, do me a huge favor, give it a big thumbs up for me. Second, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And third, hit that notification bell. Have a lot more journeys headed your way. We're only halfway through the year, not even technically. And of course, follow me on social media at BigRedJourneys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. So of course, from me to you, thank you, and then I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.